Hi everyone, this is Priscilla and this is the blog about my new shoes, and I'm not quite sure what it is I'm going to be talking about today. I want to keep this sort of fairly short because otherwise it ends up being a little bit, dragged out and boring for me anyway. And I'm sure that, if you're anything like me, then yeah, if it's too long, it gets irritating. So a lot's been going on in the last couple of weeks. The last recording blog I did was, I think, around the time of the Mind Body Spirit Festival a couple of weekends ago here in Brisbane, and it was pretty full on. There were 3 solid days of standing on my feet, and also attending a Roger Hamilton Fast Forward Your Success thing for half a day on a Saturday. And by the time Monday came round, I also then did a Dangerous Blogger workshop, which was really exciting, but it was like 7 solid days of running from one thing to another. And Tuesday I saw a client, and then by Wednesday last week I was fried and couldn't function, and it wasn't not a case of couldn't function, it was a case of I really needed to slow down and just drop back into my body. And I'm thinking about what happened back then, and it's like since the leveling of my hips and walking around in the new shoes, there's now more of a foundation of my pelvic space, and the pelvis is related to, of course, the chakras of the base, right at the base of the pelvis, and then in the middle where the thumbs are is kind of like the center point of the sacral chakra. So you've got the base and the sacrum, or the sacral chakra, right there, and when they are tilted, I'm going to go to the left here with one leg shorter than the other. It really, can you imagine if there's any water in here? It can't hold much because it's been tilting and slipping and sliding out. And now that it's been more balanced, the fascinating part about it for me is that I've been in and out of my own financial wobbles about whether or not there's money coming in or not coming in or flowing. There's always been enough to provide for me. I've got food, roof, and petrol for the car, getting around, transport. Very grateful for it, but there's not a lot left for anything else at the moment, and that's what I've been living with for a long time. And now that I'm balancing this, the exciting part is that it's interesting to see what's coming towards me, and hasn't been a lot of emotional ups and downs. It's more of a, best way to describe it maybe is steadying. I went for some body work last week with craniosacral therapy with a practitioner here in Brisbane. She does it slightly different to me. She's less movements, but then given it's the first time, or the less holds that is, given that this is the first time I've been to see her, I'm not surprised that it was as simple as it was. Like the hour that I had on the table was gone in an instant. But on the table, lots of twitching, lots of letting go, lots of unwinding. I could feel myself and my body just letting go, and my mind was just in a beautiful void of nothingness, which was fantastic. And my body was just like twitching and moving and letting go, and that was awesome. And I'm really excited about that because it feels like all the tension that's been wound tight like a tea towel, that gets like a rat's tail. You remember that when you were kids, and your brothers would wind up a tea towel and flick you with it, and it hurt like buggery. Imagine how tight that is, and the fluid that needs to go from the top to the bottom, from the sacrum, the back of your skull, the cranium, down the spinal cord and into the sacrum, and nurturing all of your muscles and all of your nervous system. That all needs to be nurtured, and that's been quite tightly wound. And so it's exciting to know that this is starting to let go, and there's more fluidity and there's more movement coming in. So I've been dancing as well, which has been exciting, and that's been a lot of fun. Lots of sounding. I've been to a couple of chants as well, so the expression is coming through. That's really cool. So, but not a lot of emotional like wobbliness. I think that all kind of came up earlier when I actually started to get the shoes and had a couple of emotional wobbles. And they weren't bad wobbles, it was more like just recognising where I was at. So it's been exciting, it's been really good. I'll post some photographs of the before and after shoulder thing. I think you'll be amazed when you see the difference. It was a photograph that was taken at the festival where I had to stand against a wall so that we could see the distinct shift between the level shoes and the level shoulders, and then the drop in my left shoulder here. It's all very exciting, and I'll post that up in a few minutes. Yay! See you all soon. Bye.